Welcome to Big Leg and Let's Stay at Homestead. Well, it used to be a homestead. It's a habit of saying it. But anyway, happy Sunday. We're going to wait for some people to get on. Crazy week. Sunday already. Missed you all last Sunday due to the Super Bowl. And then I ended up going live on Monday night for like 3 hours and something. Hello, hello, hello. If you can see me and hear me, let me know. Hello, Laura. You're the first one on here. Hi, girl. How are you? Took me a couple minutes to get on tonight because it wouldn't turn my live this way. It had it straight up and down, so I had to fix it. Hello, Joe Morgan. How are you, my friend? Good to see you too. Shelly and Anthony. Hello, hello. Paul Honeyman. Hello, my friend from England. How are you? Happy Sunday, everyone. So as you very well know, I was not live last Sunday due to Super Bowl being in someone else's house. But I went live Monday night for 3 hours and like 15 minutes. So, yeah. So good to see you, Paul, Laura. How's everyone's week? I had the doctor's early tomorrow morning. My appointment was rescheduled till tomorrow morning. So I have to be there like 9:15. So, hello, Sheila B. Happy Sunday. Yep, not late this time. You're never late. I'm relatively sober. Sadly, spent 2 days getting yelled at by 15 or more women for drinking. What women? I wasn't one of them. I wasn't yelling at you. My ear is itching tonight, so this is going to get looked at by my doctor tomorrow. And whatever that thing's called with the cold fingertips, discuss blood work, and yeah. Food Forest Permaculture. Hello, how are you? Happy Sunday. So I did my homework, my friends. And Monday night is busy. Yeah, I know. Well, let me see. So Sunday was the Super Bowl. So I canceled that. And then I did a poll. You know, can you just wait till next Sunday or you want me to just go live on Monday night? And it was like 80% for Monday night. So it was good. Suzanne was in and, you know, people were able to mod. It was just like a handful of us. It was still nice. All good. Irrigation. That, whatever it's called, it's on my ear. I'm going to see if she'll give me an antibiotic till I find a dermatologist to do the biopsy. Hi, Mel. Hi, Erin. How are you? I know we were talking about Paul and his what was being said? His sense of humor, but another word. I'm sitting on the opposite side of the dining room tonight because she previously had invitations on that side of the table for her daughter's baby shower. And she cleaned it all up, but I just figured I'd sit down this side. That's true. Cheekiness, that was the word. We missed Paul's cheekiness. Ay. We sure did. And, yeah, so let me just show you. Can you see all that writing? And then all that writing. I figured if it came up and anybody, you know, or I would just bring it up with everything that's going on in the world, which is weird because I was trying to bring up the train derailment last Monday night. No one really seemed too concerned about it. And now look at what's going on. So I figured, hi, Cindy Brown. How are you, darling? So I figured if anybody had any questions, you know, it doesn't matter where you are. You might not be exactly there. And if you want to know how you can tell your soil is contaminated or certain things you can plant to rip out anything that's bad in your soil. So I wrote everything that I know from up in here down on a piece of paper. How you doing, Cindy? Joe, you're funny. It's because I love the cheek smell. I know. As a matter of fact, what you see is what you get tonight. And Thomas was like, "Oh, Cookie Monster," because I'm wearing pajama bottoms down below. And I said, "Yeah, I don't have to get up tonight." I said for Paul, so I'm just wearing pajama bottoms down below because then when I get done this live, I have to do a couple things and then get to sleep. And Miss Debbie is something went wrong with her car. First lost keys for a week, and then had to replace the battery. And now she's not sure if they fried the motherboard in her car, so she was borrowing her neighbor's car, and she is going to the doctor's with me tomorrow morning, so I have to be ready. Erin says I'm in Ohio, but way up north Cleveland, like I can walk to Lake Erie in 5 minutes. I said this last week, I'll say this again. If you want to follow me over on Instagram, my views or what I think, I post on my stories. And it's no longer a coincidence. Let's just keep it real. And I heard Pennsylvania like twice, and I just got disgusted and like turned off whatever I was looking at. But I posted a lot of information out there and just what my opinion was, and I think it's not coincidental. And some people say there's thousands of train accidents, a year. Listen, they had no Red Cross or FEMA willing to go out there. I know a lot of people don't like them, but the ex-president Trump was the only one that I knew of that was headed there this week. And I guess because the goofball administration that's in now, heard that he was going to Ohio. Now apparently the administration's going. So I follow him on Telegram, and he said that's okay if he's going now because, I'm going, that's fine. At least we got them up off their butts to go and to try to do something. But I was just disgusted, like, why are people not going and helping? It's not just some minuscule little thing, it's a pretty big thing. And I just found that to be an utter disgrace. And then I watched a guy that talks about how fast the water travels, so it'll contaminate other water, so drinking water is going to be a concern. And then I think it was Fox and Friends in the morning. It was on my phone, not on TV, God forbid. And a woman that was there, she said she was thinking about selling her house. She said, we're the ones with the gardens, we're the ones with the animals. Who would want to buy this now, So just a sad situation that's going on. But, from the moment I heard it happening, I was just like, I don't understand why no one's helping. Well, now I have a whole other opinion. I'm going to be mal-opinionated tonight. When you're sending another country billions and billions and billions of dollars and you can't help your own American citizens, that's a problem. So, sending it to Ukraine or whatever. So there's my opinion on that. I'm disgusted by it. Had to let the dogs out. Hello, Food Forest Permaculture. How are you? How I Oh my gosh, that's a lot of dialing there, Joe. You're doing great. Oh, that's so good, Cindy. Joe says train accident happen at crossings, and they happen on corners and loadings. Yeah. Do you want to say, oh, it's clean, it's okay? Yeah, it was total B-crap. Literally what had happened, like, well, you're fine, just go home. What? This is going to be a long-term effect for a good 30 years. Then you're going to be hearing of people getting cancer. People are losing their livestock. The one woman had hens, like, not babies, probably I want to say like maybe 5 months old, 6 months old hens, and they just died. Worms are dying, birds are dying, people's livestock are dying. You can figure it out, right? If they can't control you in other ways, they will control you because of the food, and a lot of the food factories are being burnt down to the ground. So I don't normally talk like this over here, But I'm a gardener, and I don't know, just really, I'm just really mad about it. Extremely mad. I feel really bad for them, and that's their livelihood. And unless you're shoveling that soil out, there's only so much you can do. But moral of my story is some of the things I wrote down is for other gardeners, or if somebody's going to try to grow their own food this year. If you even think that something's slightly off in your soil, I made sure I took a bunch of notes and I wrote it all down while I was sitting there for hours thinking and thinking, and I just figured I would bring it up in tonight's live. Different ways you can help your own soil, ways of you being able to tell if your soil is contaminated, and things to help your soil. So, yeah, that's what I say. I was not the one that got the phone call this time. We had 3 people get smashed on the tracks already this year. Oh boy. Yeah, a lawyer went on news saying do not take payout. Yeah, and then it was weird. A reporter went there initially when it happened and he was arrested. And you notice a lot of people were like, oh, I didn't even know it even happened, because they weren't putting it on the news, obviously. And even around here, last night I saw 4. I don't know what it is. I've seen a drone before. I'm not sure if this is a drone. It just has like a red blinking light, and it looks like it has 2 legs that are hanging. There was 4 last night. There's 2 tonight around this area. So, yeah, not to mention what's going to happen to the kids who are just little ones now by the time they're 20. That's right, Laura. Yep. Like the one town in Ohio that's deserted. Helltown, Ohio. Google it. Many documentaries made. Yep. Such a shame, right? And Joe says jelly sandwich and Cheetos. That's going to be your food now. So, yeah, if you are new here, maybe you didn't see my gardens when I lived with that goof. I had a lot of sunflowers planted. I mean, sunflowers will pull the toxins out of your soil for sure. The only way you're going to know is by looking at your soil, because you can tell. 2, you could plant something like a bush bean in there, and if it's discolored or shriveled up, you could tell you have not good soil, So, how can they say the water's okay when they have fish floating all around dead? Yep, I saw that. Yep. But I mean, like, if it was another country, they'd be shipping in, boatloads of water. They weren't even given a case of water. How disgusting is that? This is the United States of America. And it just made me really mad that I feel like the government's not going to do anything. So, I watch a channel, Appalachian Homestead, Patera. If you have not watched her, go check her out. She's a straight shooter, love her. She said a little ways back, she said, if you're depending on the government to help you, you'll be holding your breath. Then this happened. And she said, you best get right with God, get your house in order, get your pantry in order, because no one's coming to help you. And that's when I thought, like, well, where's all the men? I'm not discriminating, but the people, like the men, the people need to get together. And I did say that comment. And then my other thought was, where is all the, shoot, I'm having a brain fart. It's too early for a brain fart. Where are all the climate people? Where's Al Gore? Where's that little Thornburg little girl? Where are they at? They're so worried about climate change and they want everybody to go green. It was either intentionally done so that you'll go green. I just think the whole situation's really, really bad and really screwed up. Bush beans will let you know fast. Yep, Cindy, absolutely. Plus the sludge on top. Yep, I saw that too, Erin. Yeah, so I have a lot of that over, well, for like a week. I was like a banshee, posting everything, anything that was informative. I do that all in my stories on my Instagram, and then my regular Instagram, I don't post anything like that. So, if you're trying to be, not dependent on anyone, including the government, or you're trying to be self-sufficient, then it wasn't one, it's multiples. I heard South Carolina, well, Ohio, South Carolina, Texas, Florida, Michigan. I think that's what I know of right now, was 5. We have had constant helicopters flying here. Yeah, something's going on. Hello, Belt Loop, Gary. How are you? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Homestead with Hannah. Oh, you do watch Patera, my girl? Don't mind my voice. Yeah, I've been watching her for years. And, she tried to give people, she had people that were coming at her like, oh, you're a foolish woman. You don't need to be stockpiling anything, blah, 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 blah. And then, you all heard on my lives a few times, I was like, Patera's doing a thing where buy 5 canned goods a week, put them away. Well, she's up to 10 canned goods a week now. She's saying get 10 canned goods. Don't eat it. If you have to, okay, that's understandable, but start with the 10 cans a week, and you'll see how things can build up pretty quickly. I still have a lot, from where I was living. So I don't know. I think what I have on my mind, because I have the doctors in the morning and I'm going to go with Debbie to Sam's, I'm thinking about doing like a humongous batch of like chili for eating, and then automatic food in a jar. And then I needed an idea for one other thing. I did ham the other day. I posted that video. It doesn't have a lot of views though. I did ham and sausage the other day. But yeah, Patera, I love her. But welcome in, Homestead with Hannah. Happy Sunday. Dixieland Homestead. Hi, Mel. Hello. Happy Sunday. Glad you could make it in. So I go get bottled water if you feel the need. Bit water. Okay, yeah, right. Sup, chat, says Gary. Nice to have you here, Gary. Peter North, a good bush can grow with minimal water. Yeah, a bush can. But welcome in, Peter North. Let's see. They found a pile of dead birds here in Kentucky also now. It's crazy. Crazy, Laura. Something up and doesn't trust government. This is all her own thoughts. She came in the kitchen today to talk to me. I always taught her, question everything. Don't blindly follow. That's really good that your daughter, or what is it? Is that your daughter, or you're just your 13-year-old asking questions? Yeah, that's awesome. Just doing the work thing, Gary says. Yeah, so that's my rant about that. And I need to get a couple cases, but I want like another pre-made food. So I was thinking, well, Jean just told me she's going away this upcoming weekend. She's going to the mountains. So that would be a good time to probably make some chili, leave some out Thomas could eat. And then I think the rest I want to put up in quart-sized jars, some in pints. And then I had a request for Italian wedding soup. Let me say, it was what, Italian wedding soup I had a request for. And then the chicken noodle soup, but less the noodles. That was you, right? Erin wants to see it pressure canned. So I have that on my list. But, I'm trying to do these economically affordable meals for people. I was thinking about making a big pot of pasta Fagioli. The only problem, well, not like a big pot, because pasta Fagioli has the noodles in it, and I wouldn't be able to pressure can it. So that's something that's really affordable. Some of my shorts, go check them out. I showed you like buying like croissant sandwiches in big bulk. I did make some breakfast sandwiches, but didn't put any meat on it for reasons. So that video will be Tuesday. Of course, the chickens will be Monday. They're doing good. Getting big, getting ornery, they're spoiled. They want a lot of those like mealy worms, and they're just so expensive, Okay. Okay, all I have to go become my princess from work. Much love. Bye, Cindy. It was nice seeing you, girl. Be careful driving. Love you. Gary says, listening in while working. I have hit the like button and I'm about to share this live out on my community tab. Thank you, Gary. Who was it? Monday night when I went live for 3 hours. Double Dog was in here. So he was fun. And I was supposed to reach out to him for some help with something, but it was just a crazy week. So yeah, he was in. So that was awesome. Erin says, yes, from me, Italian wedding soup. Yep, both, she said. Do you still have to be out at the end of the month? I did get an extension till April. I have till the 1st of April. I said that a couple of videos back, but I haven't seen you, girl. So I have to be out of here by April the 1st. Something's in the works, but I don't really want to say what it is in case it doesn't work out. So as of today, it's still not a definite. So as soon as I know, you all know. I did say that on the last video. Let's see. Yes, be safe, Cindy. It has been shared out. Double Dog is good people. He sure is, Gary. Very, very nice. Hello, Michelle. What is it? Crochets in Kansas. Hi, welcome in. Happy Sunday. How are you all doing? Doing good. Nice to have you here. Everyone say hello to Michelle. Happy Sunday. I hope you had a blessed weekend. Happy to have you here. Oh yeah, you're a busy babe for sure. It's been a good day. Well, thank God for that, right? Thank God for that. But welcome in. Happy to have you here. I was just talking about the trains, that was going on and how we're going to get into just a couple things if I can help. Being a gardener, there's certain things you can look at. Like I know Erin doesn't garden. Hopefully she will start something. But if you want to be able to tell if your soil is contaminated, you can just 97% of the time you can look at it and you'll see that it's discolored and stained as well as slimy. You'll see oil patches. So that's a huge sign. It'll have an odor. You'll have an absence of birds or animals, minimal plant life, and you'll get a lot of erosion. So I definitely wrote down that came right off the top of my head today. Finally sober enough for no later. No, it's just no free time. We made a peanut butter pie today. It was delicious. That sounds so good. I like peanut butter. I just don't like it all the time. I guess because I ate it so much, I kind of got a little turned off by it. But peanut butter pie, that sounds really, really good. Is it like a no bake or in the oven? Let's see. Yes, the moderators. So Michelle, the way it works over here when you come into my live on a Sunday night at 9 Eastern, if you have a channel, the moderators will post your channel link out so we can go over, be friends, watch 3 videos, give 3 thumbs up, and that's my way of giving back. There's Hannah's. We have had a great weekend. We were blessed with the birth of our first great-grandchild, Dixieland Homestead. That's so exciting. Wow. Your first great-grandchild. Congratulations. Boy or girl. That is a blessing. That's amazing. Let's see. It was a no bake. Ooh. So do you have a channel? Is it on there? So we could go over and subscribe and take a look at it. There's Joe's link. I want to like peanut butter, but I do not. Every so often I try it, but never acquired the taste bud. I like peanut butter. I just don't like to eat it every single day, But when it comes to the dessert, I'm there. You are so welcome. Yes, he does all the time. A little boy, oh, that's so exciting. Yay, congratulations, Dixieland Homestead. That is great news. You know, you hear all this bad stuff. I hope I don't start getting hot sitting on this side. You hear all this bad stuff and then you hear good things and it's like, okay, you know, or good things people do. Oh, Michelle says, congratulations. I'm still waiting for my first grandchild. Oh, do you have one on the way? I have two grandchildren. I have Gavin. I think I have to go there next week. He's going to his prom. He's in 11th grade. And my daughter actually gave me an invite to come over and see him off. I think him and some buddies were going to go, but now suddenly he has a really nice girlfriend, and Gavin's a little bit more shyer. My daughter's got a mouth and a half on her. So whatever the girl's name is, she's like, oh, okay, so you're going to the prom with Gavin. She said Gavin looked like he wanted to kill her, but so Gavin's going to the prom, his 11th grade prom, with a girl that he's seeing, so that's exciting. So I think it's next week I have to be there to see him off. I'll have to check the date. But my grandson is 16, and my first granddaughter is 3, Adeline James. Joe Morgan likes peanut butter. Hello, LP. How are you? Hello, everyone popping in for a minute while I have time. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. How are things, Mel? You taking care of yourself? I have the doctors tomorrow to discuss blood work I had drawn, my ear thing, you know, and I forget what it's called. Suzanne's the one that said the word, and I went to urgent care. It's where your tips of your fingers get cold, and tips of your toes. I had 3 fingers that were getting cold, and then I ended up with all 10 getting cold. So we'll see what she has to say tomorrow morning. I have to be there in the morning, so I'm trying to take care of myself. They have me eating a lot, so as a matter of fact, they just went up to bed, and Thomas was like, make sure you tell them to weigh you tomorrow. We want to know how much you weigh. Calling me like fat butt and stuff like that, just to be funny, you know. I don't usually eat pizza. You know, I have to have this done. I ate 2 pieces of pizza last night. Little dessert. I'm a dessertsy person. I did some cleaning for Jean's birthday. Yeah, so I mean, she's very nice to me here, you know. My chickens are going to end up going to Debbie's property when I have to leave here, but something was just said about they don't think they're going to garden this year. And Thomas was like, oh, we ought to let Mel do it. And she's like, yeah, but then she'd have to drive here from wherever she's living. So I might have a spot to garden in. We'll see. It all depends on where I'm at. So there is something in the works, LP, that was brought to my attention. But I don't have a definite answer on that yet. As soon as I know, y'all will know. I know, I love when new babies are born. Wow, Joe, really? That's awesome. Yeah, her full name is Adeline James. Well, that's her first name, Adeline James. That's my granddaughter. Okay, she does have a channel. I mostly crochet, but I also read daily devotionals and have a running prayer list for many in YouTube land. I do lives for the devotionals at 6:30 Central. Oh, good to know. You know what? If I could get a hook and some yarn, I would go back to doing that for my anxiety. I think I only knew how to do like the 1 loop and then the double loop. I forget how to do the 3 loops, but that would probably be really good for my fingers right now. I haven't crocheted in years. I can't say that I was ever great at it. I tried to get into it, but I would like to, you know, have some yarn, and I think I used the fatter head needle, so whatever that stitch is. I should probably get back into it. Why not? Yeah, I'll definitely be over, Michelle, to check you out. I'll subscribe. Have you considered having a membership, Mel? Membership to YouTube? We just talked about that last week, if that's what you're referring to. No, I have not really given it much thought. I think Devil Dog said, because Erin on here has it, you know, with the no commercials, but he said it doesn't benefit the creator who's making the videos, because the people that pay for that, they don't have to watch the commercials. Uh, hmm. Yep, that's how we do it over here, Michelle. Absolutely. Lots of prayers, Erin, for your son. She's very nice. She was the third guest I had on my live streams when I started using StreamYard. Really? Yeah, eventually I'll get on StreamYard. As soon as you're not so busy. Nice. That'd be very nice. Oh, geez, kids are horrible. Where do I live? I'm in Pennsylvania. Good old Pennsylvania, right? So that's where I'm at. Um, and I go live every Sunday. I have to pull my hair up, folks. You don't mind, do you? I go live every Sunday night, except Super Bowl, because I'm staying somewhere and I didn't want it to be too rowdy. You know, you can't prevent someone from cursing. It's not my house. So last Sunday I was not live, but I go live every Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern. And then I was doing videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I would go live on Sunday. Now I'm trying to do it where I go live on Sunday. I put a video out Monday and Tuesday. Like I try to do every other now. Like a Monday, Wednesday, a Friday, but then I catch myself adding an extra one in there. So Mondays is my chickens, my hens. It's called Monday Cuteness Overload. And then Tuesday I will post a normal video. And then Wednesday, not so much. Thursday I'll post, Friday I'll post. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, because I used to post a lot about gardening and all that good stuff. And, you know, my life fell apart. So I'm trying to do pressure canning videos and things like that, and still try to help people out when it comes to gardening, or, you know, like plant your peppers and your tomatoes now, my friends. Remember, peppers take a while. So that was my other thing I wanted to tell you all tonight. On the gardening list, if you want to grow anything, peppers, tomato related, get them started. They really can be so mean, kids. Let's see. Sorry, I drink too much, but I help build farms and freedom. Sure does. Let's see. Remember, people, please speak up if I miss you and you're a creator. My boss is a mean one and threatens me if I don't post your links. Laugh out loud, I wish. No, I can already tell by, I mean, I'm sure Garden State Gardener went over a little bit, probably not this long, but look, there's not that many people in here tonight, so that's okay. It'll be a little bit more intimate. Paul wishes that I would flip out at him. He's a nut job, right, Laura? Funny. Good evening, Red Silo Homestead. Sorry I'm late. I called into a meeting of madness. Sorry I didn't call you last Monday. It was just a little cuckoo here. I have the doctors tomorrow, so I will give you a call either later in the day, Monday, or I'll give you a holler on Tuesday. But you're never late here. You know that. Welcome in, Darren. Welcome in. Oh, okay, Michelle. I'll definitely be over. Hello, it's at home with Tom and Rhonda. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, my good friends? Nice to see you. How is everything going on in Texas? Creator. Okay, good. I'm making scrubbies. Ooh, that sounds good. he would love that. In case you're new here and you're not familiar with Paul Honeyman, he likes to be fresh. It's all in good fun. And he likes to talk about my butt sometimes. That's all in good fun. We miss him when he's not here because of his sense of humor. Oh. Everybody's saying hello to Tom and Rhonda. Call Tuesday if you can. I'm wide open other than picking up baby chicks from the post office. Okay. We are great in Texas. It was a pretty day today in East Texas. Well, that's good. The weather today, it was nice. It was sunny. I got this in the mail. I thought it was like a spam. I had a company that reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to receive their product and give it a review. I got to tell you something. My review is hilarious because things just, I guess when channels do a review, I mean, they're not paying me. They just sent me it, to keep it. But I guess a lot of people try it all out first and they do their cutesy little video. I left everything show in my video. And then Thomas was in the end of it and I was saying, well, we're going to let a real man try it out. And I feel like I made a blooper and I don't know if I should still post it. But anyway, this is what was sent to me by, I think it's pronounced Saker, Saker. You see a lot of bigger channels with it. It's the mini electric chainsaw. Just to do a video and give a review and I get to keep it. So, very interesting little product. So I don't know if I should still post my video. It's kind of funny. And yeah, it was a little comical. Like I got it to finally work and then it didn't work because a piece of wood got stuck in it. It's just funny. And I'm squinting for the sun even with, sunglasses on. But yeah, so I tried this out yesterday and did a video on this. This is what they sent me. I'm pretty sure, I think I saw Danielle, Jason Crocker's fiance, with one. So yeah, I tried it out. Stay tuned for that video. Let's see. I'm an in-charge kind of person, Erin. Damn, little power share was fighting me. Oh my goodness. James, is it Gippy? Smashed a like. Oh, hello, James. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. I hope you had a blessed weekend. I'm into that, so no worries there. Yeah, it does work, Mel. It definitely won't cut anything huge, but they do. Yeah, well, I asked Thomas's opinion at the end of it when he was using it. I said, what do you think of it? Like, what would you rate it 1 to 10? And he gave it a 9. He said, now it won't take down a tree, but for me, I think it would come in handy for like firewood or like being a gardener. You want to take down limbs, absolutely, but it definitely will not take down a tree. And it is a little awkward. Like I said, I probably should have not have done the video before checking the whole thing over, but you have to hold like this button and this button together, so it makes it a little awkward. But yeah, very nice of them to send me that out, and I gave it an honest review, and I like it. It's a good thing to have, and it comes with the battery pack. It just says don't saw anything over 4 inches. And I said that, I was like, Thomas, because Thomas can be a little bit crazy sometimes. I was like, don't cut anything over the thickness of 4 inches. And he goes, yeah, that's what she said. So, whatever. That would be me, Paul. Cut her wood stuck. Yeah, there's a little piece of like a wood chip stuck in there. Let's see, while cleaning it. Okay. Yep, it will work good for that. Okay. So for me personally, I thought, wow, that's amazing. The company wants me to try something out. And it's something that I would absolutely use for branches or whatever. Even where I used to live, there's like a woodsy area there. My machete's kind of like not sharp. So yeah, but it's just funny because you could see that I don't know what I was doing and I looked a little intimidated, and then I was like, I just took a shower. My hair was wet. My hair's flying all over because it was a little windy yesterday. Big black sunglasses on. And I think I was more concerned that the wood chips were blowing on my clothes. It's just a funny video. And then I was like, well, I don't know, folks. I'm going to give it an honest review, and it's already not working. I did say that. Excuse me. 5 hours from Houston. I had one, but well, it didn't last long, but that was probably my fault. But I used a regular size chainsaw all the time. Well, that's what I meant to say about Thomas. And I said, oh, he uses an electric. No, I meant to say a gas chainsaw. I screwed that up too. On 6-inch limbs and brush roots. Okay. Paul says, Mel, I've seen people using them on 6-inch limbs and brush roots. Well, you know me. Can't be normal. I had to go right for the knot, this thick knot that was on this piece of wood. It took a little bit, but it got it off. And yeah, I'm just not sure about my video because I had so many bloopers and like screwed it up, and then there was funny parts, and I'm just like, oh, do I post it, patch it all together? Do they really want to see my review? It's funny. It's here like I'm losing my voice. There's Fuzz. Hello, Fuzz. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Erin, you're giving Paul bad ideas. Always. She's always doing that. But then again, Paul really can't be corrupted. He's already corrupted. Oh, you could have stopped the Tom and Rondos. Yes, you did, Erin. He's still trying, is correct. 1 hour. I want one of those. I haven't watched any yet, but I've noticed there are a number of new videos out there. It looks awesome to me, and I use a battery-operated full chainsaw. I just did an unboxing, my friends, and it was just pretty comical. But now that I look back at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't post that, right? It's just me looking like a total blonde. No pun intended, but, And then when I finally got it to work, it was like it stopped working, and I'm like, it's just funny. It's like a review with bloopers, and then Thomas is in it. It's just funny. But I'm glad to have it. That would be good inside my vehicle to take for when. And the battery came with it, and it charged up pretty quickly. Erin says she instigates. She's guilty. She is. I think bloopers are so fun. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm like squinting at the sun, and I'm like hoping that's not showing. And I'm just like, you could see I was being annoyed because I just got out of the shower and the sawdust is blowing up. Because this black thing here collects everything. I kid you not. It's warm. It's comfortable. But of course, I just washed it because I did the chicken coop. You'll see that video. And I had their bedding all over. I mean, it took forever to try to get it off. And then I went behind the camera and I'm like trying to pick off the pieces because I was annoyed. It's just funny. If you know me, it's funny. Hello, Mystic. How are you? Posted something but retracted it. It sure does. Laughter is the best medicine, my friends. They're the ones you should post, Mel. But I look like a half-wit. So if you want a good laugh at my expense, I'll post it. Like I just screwed up the whole thing. I feel bad for the company. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll see. Because I just didn't want to be one of those channels where they're like, I mean, I legitimately unboxed it. But then I was thinking, you dum-dum, you probably should have tried it out first because I was clueless. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what was the power button. It was just funny. And then his dogs were back there making me nervous. And, it was just funny. Well, Fuzz, I saw one of your things today, but I'll go over there and watch some. Hello, Mystic. How are you? LP says, I have to go. Prayers for your appointment tomorrow. I hope it's good news. I'm very glad to hear you're eating good. Have a beautiful week. I love to see your review. Well, thank you, LP. Thank you for coming in. Wish you could stay longer. You never get to be here when it comes to the gardening talk. I probably am going to do a video on this just for anyone that might be scared and think their soil is contaminated, what they could plant to figure it out, or what signs your dirt will show you, things like that. I'm still trying to stay in the gardening community. If they don't garden here this year, then like Jean just said, well, wherever she lives, she'd have to drive to here. So, I mean, that might be a possibility, but she said there's stuff in the garden, which there is. My beds are in there. So, my raised beds are just piled on top of each other in there. But it is what it is, If I can't put it up and preserve it, I don't think I would grow it. I think it would just be for fresh eating, honestly, and grow them whatever they want, if that ends up being the case. But I have till April 1st here, but thank you, LP, for coming in tonight. I'll probably post my blooper, hopefully everybody watches it, and there's some good recipes over and some canning videos. Go over and check them out. Love you, and thank you for the prayers tomorrow. And yes, I have been eating, for sure. That's why they're curious to know how much I weigh come tomorrow when I go to the doctor's office. Last time at urgent care, the first time at urgent care it was like 105. I think it was like 109. The second time I went to urgent care for the cold fingers and toes. And we'll see what I weigh tomorrow. But thank you, LP. We have his and hers electric chainsaw. She broke hers, and now it's hers and hers. And pops to Jane every time she looks at it. Oh my gosh, Darren, that's hysterical. Oh my gosh, my friends, we have his and hers electric chainsaws, ... She broke hers, and now it's hers. And hers, and pops to Jane every time she looks at it, Lafella. That's so funny. So funny. Have a great week, LP. Post it, sweetie, and don't worry, you need to laugh at yourself before you can laugh at others. All right, well, don't judge, because I'm all the way in the back. I'm clueless, have no idea what I'm doing. I got big-ass dogs following me around. I had sawdust flying at me. I was getting irritated. So it's just kind of like that. And then, you could see like I flinched the first time I touched the wood. So, oh, Lord, I guess I should post it because I'm already laughing at myself, and I already know it's bad. Like, I'm laughing at myself because I feel stupid. But the rest of you might watch and just be like, oh, that wasn't too bad. But no, it's pretty bad. It's pretty like, I'm looking at the camera like, I guess I should have taken it out of the box and practiced with it first before I go and try to give it a review. But I said I want to do an honest review. I'm a woman that would be using it. I've used axes and things like that before, and I don't know, found the button and the button complicated. And then I didn't know, because it doesn't say it on the instructions, that if you get a teeny tiny piece of wood in it, it shuts it down. So I'm on there with the camera running, trying to figure out why did it stop. And then I got a stick, and you could see me banging it, trying to get the piece. Okay, I'm not going to say anything else. No, I have a hoodie with that material, and it's covered in straw. I can't get it. I'm telling you, this type of material, I cleaned out my chicken coop, and I was putting fresh bedding in. It was all of the arms. I think it took me 2 weeks, because, in my videos in the kitchen, I either am wearing this one over a shirt or the gray one. And now I lived and learned. This took 2 weeks to get this cleaned up, and it still has little bits on it that I can't seem to get off. And then I was all showered, hair, I don't want to say done, but just down to dry. And dressed for the day. And the next thing you know, I had sawdust going on my Ugg boots and on just flying up all over this jacket. And I was completely distracted because I saw that mess, and I was like, not again. You tried I can't get it off now, and it was my favorite stuff. I've tried vacuuming it. It didn't work either. Throw it in the dryer first before you go to wash it. I tried lint roller in it, it don't work. I don't know what this stuff is made of, but look, see, I still have some sawdust in there from yesterday. Especially if you're particular about your clothes like I am. It is like an OCD person's worst nightmare, for sure. And I don't even have OCD, but I don't know. It's driving me nuts. So that landed in my video too. Let's see. Cool. Good to meet you at home with Tom and Rhonda Howard. Hey Mel, I just ordered myself some Boost High Protein Cinnabon drinks. I had the Cinnabon creamer and their Keurig coffee, and that's good. It's really good at night. I don't know how the protein with the high boost protein. I want to have those on hand just in case. Can't have milk anymore. Okay. Well, I'm glad you found that. I still haven't found anyone that knows. I'm still trying for you, Lori, if they have the like the dehydrated or I'm sorry, the powdered fruit so that you can make fruit smoothies. Like no one can let me know that. So I don't know. I still haven't got an answer on that yet. Let's see if hey, the company might love to show that a half-wit can use it. And I'm literally on there like, I don't know, and I'm not really all that impressed right now with this. So I don't know if it's going to get all they said in the email is just let us know when you do the video. Okay. Because I'm on there like, I'm not really impressed. And I think the 2 buttons are awkward for my fingers. Oh, stay tuned for that. It's funny. Are you? I still have to have this. I don't know. I'm trying to move this piece of hair. I have to have that biopsied from a dermatologist, but she's going to look at it tomorrow. It was feeling fine, and as of last night, it just started itching again and being irritated just by the pillowcase. So, yes, lots of prayers for Mystics biopsy results, my friends. Let's see. Hope you all are doing well. I will be going to bed. I'm an early to bed, early to rise kind of girl. Well, Michelle, thank you for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you again. And yeah, there's plenty of videos you can watch. I'll come over and check you out this week while I'm having coffee. I'm on this new kick, my friends, just from going to a coffee shop by the name of Podheads. That's the name of it. It's not this kind of podhead, it's Podhead, the pot. Well, anyway, I got their espresso. And then the last time I went, let me see, I went on a Saturday with Jay. It was pretty crowded. And I got a hot cappuccino. And then I went on Wednesday with Jay. And then I was boogieing around here cleaning. So Jean made a joke to Thomas and was like, all this cleaning Mel was doing, you need to go get her 2 coffees in the morning. I cannot even make that up. He literally went and got me 2 coffees. I drank the one and was zippity doo dahing around, but the second one I was like, man, I'm not feeling that. But when I was there on Wednesday, I ended up getting the frother kit so I could froth my own milk. So I feel, what's that, bougie, fancy. So I've been making one like every morning. I only do about this much espresso and the rest is all just, the cream, like the milk and then the froth. I love it. But yeah, I have anxiety. I shouldn't be on too much espresso. So it's usually a shot, but I think whatever Thomas did, the one was really strong. It might have been a double shot, but it's a very cool, like coffee shop. It's not a big, like Starbucks type of thing. And I like it there. So, and their coffee's good. So now I just want to get their regular roast so I can make regular coffee. I don't have to make an espresso every day, but I'm using my Zule, I think it is, my mocha pot in the mornings and making myself just my own cappuccino because their cups are reusable. So, but yeah, when I have my coffee, I'll be over, Michelle. But thank you for coming in. I hope that you have a great week, and I hope we get to see you here again. Paul says, I can tell if Mel's put on weight when she stands up and bends over, laugh out loud. Well, you can't because I'm wearing Cookie Man pajama bottoms, I think. Yes, I am. I did feel like, I don't know, when I was in my leggings the other day, I ate so much. And then I did a video on how to make chocolate cake mix in a jar. And because I used mine, I don't buy the box cakes anymore. I tell you why inside the video. So I turned it into chocolate muffins. You can do chocolate muffins, chocolate cupcakes, or you can get chocolate cake out of it. It's better to use wide mouth dough. It doesn't make such a mess. I ate a full dinner, and then I had one of those, and I used the professional liners. My muffins are like this high. I ate that whole chocolate thing and a full glass of milk, and I was like, I'm going to bed. And they were like, well, I can't hang out. I said, I'm full. I ate way too much. You know what I mean? Thank you, Gary. My son had that done, Mystic. He had to be scoped. He got some biopsies done, and all of his biopsies came out good. I'm listening. The guy marinade beef for hubby. He's addicted to it. Oh, do tell more, Erin. But good night, Michelle. Thank you so much again for coming in. I really do appreciate it. And we'll come over and we'll check you out. Let's see. Melody's master playlist. Yeah, I can tell it's not being watched. And I still never even got paid from, January's super chats, love raid. Still haven't been paid for it. Go figure when you really need the money, right? So, yeah, if somebody could run my playlist, I would greatly appreciate it. As long as you have it on like a 1 or 2, you don't have to comment. Maybe just comment on like 2. But just let it run, go clean, go work, go tend to your chickens, go do whatever. But yeah, that would help me out greatly if you can watch the master playlist. Hello, Miss Tina Ladybug. How are you? Hey there, Melody and everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. He took a biopsy and still no results. Has to take 2 days. My son's took longer than that. He didn't find out till 2 weeks later I was a wreck, and he was fine. Could take several weeks, yep. But hello, Miss Tina. How are you? Let's see. She picked it up yesterday, went to trim some branches, all ready to get some stuff done, and came back 5 minutes later. Yep, pup. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Oh, Blurry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at her, but I can sincerely relate. I didn't pop the chain, but I couldn't work the power button. It's like you have to have your finger on this and this at the same time. I don't know. I usually have pretty good eye and hand coordination. It's awkward. I'm a right-hander. I don't know. It's in a weird spot. If that just clicked on and you pushed that in, that'd be one thing, but you have to hold both at the same time, like that. And it's just awkward. So yeah, but nice of the company to send it out. I definitely will be using it. I have to clean it up from Thomas, who was like no joke and was like really sawing a piece of wood. So stay tuned for that ridiculous review. Oh, I can't help myself. But that was funny, Darren. Sorry to laugh at your wife's expense, but that's funny. Let's see. Mel, I have a scale that talks to me. Oh, I want one that talks to me. I hope one day it tells me I'm fat as a house. 1 minute I'm cold, the next minute I'm hot. Whew, I don't know, my friends. But I would like one that talks to me. Yeah, I ruined mine. Unfortunately, there is just too much on it, and it wasn't a cheap one either. Jay looked this up. He's not on here tonight, even listening. When I told him the company sent it to me, he's quick to go onto the website just to see how much it's worth. It's worth $150. So, I don't know if they're going to get, I don't know. I have to think about how I'm going to handle that whole video thing. But this one was $150 for sure. Mellow Cat Dog Pet Brush. Oh, you mean for the jacket? No, it didn't work. I tried that too. It didn't work. I tried a lint roller. I think Thomas felt bad for me and he threw it in the wash. So he washed it once. And then I washed it a second time. It needs a couple more washings. Well, maybe like, maybe I should just take it to a dry cleaner or something and ask them to pick out every little bit off of it. They'll probably charge me like an arm and a leg. Could you imagine if I did that? Went into a dry cleaners and was like, yeah, can you get all the bits that are stuck on this thing off? Even when I opened this up after doing the chicken coop, the whole inside had all the bedding. You could still see some fuzzies, like, because of it. Look. Oh, it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts, but it's a warm little thing, you know? Chris got me that, a black one and a gray one for Christmas like 2 years ago. I don't know, ever since I got into my boat, he doesn't even, well, ever since my situation happened and he was on the live to hear about it and he said, what? The holidays are coming up. I haven't heard peep out of him. He doesn't text me, doesn't call me, doesn't anything, so check another one off the list. Let's see, come on down, Mel, we'll have a picking party. I know, I'm telling you, it just cracks me up because I can't believe it. Leave it to us two to do that, you know? And literally, like, I cleaned everything and Jean came to the outside and she's like, oh my God, like the first day I cleaned, she's like, thank you for cleaning the kitchen, everything looks wonderful. And then I turn around and I'm just one big, like, you know, mulch bedding. And I said, next time I go to do chickens, you want to remind me not to wear this thing? I said, look at me. And she was like, oh my God, you're covered. I said, yeah, and I can't get it off. And she's like, but you just cleaned and you're going to come in here with all that? I'm like, no, I won't come in. I was taking the jacket, was whacking it off the deck, trying to get some. Oh, she was just standing by, just laughing. So I rolled it in a ball, took it to the basement and sat it on top of Deadlift's water. And then I remembered it a couple days later, and here Thomas pre-washed it for me, which was nice of him. And then I washed it, and it still has stuff on it, and it irritates me. Oh, you found powder smoothie mix? Really? Do tell, do tell. I'm going to freeze my own fruits and might ever dehydrate them. Okay. Well, the powder smoothie mix, my gosh, where did you find it at? How big is it? What flavors do they have, and is it expensive? For you too, Mel, and all of you too. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. We love you. Me too, Paul. I would want it to talk to me, but you know, it would have to talk to me, if you know what I'm saying. That's the greatest name I've ever heard for a coffee place. Yep. Potheads. Sis, rub it in. I can't see the numbers, so I need it to talk to me. German chocolate cake is only German chocolate cake if made with German chocolate. Correct. But I didn't make German chocolate cake, if that's what you're referring to. I did the one in the mason jar, because I don't like to buy the box cakes mix anymore, and I ran out, so I quick just did like 2 or 3, just chocolate. I did like Dutch chocolate. I mean, they're chocolatey. You need like a half a gallon of milk for one of my muffins, you know? So I made 2 and used 1 because when I went to look, I didn't have any more. And then I said I would come back and I would do vanilla and then I want to do brownies. So convenience, that's what I want. I don't want to have to buy that crap anymore in the box, you know. German chocolate cake is really good. I feel for him. I remember the appointment and waking up to the house in between nothing. In 3 weeks because of my blood this time. Well, let us know, Paul. You better start getting healthy, my friend. Oreo cheesecake. I just saw that last night. It wasn't cheesecake though. Thomas's sister came. She never said hello or anything. So we did pizzas, and I guess she grabbed desserts. They just asked me a little while ago, did you eat any desserts? I saw there was like a chocolate Oreo type of cake. It wasn't a cheesecake, but I do this, it's like a frozen chocolate Oreo pie that, oh, so good. That would be gone here in a day, for real, for real. But I don't know. I feel like some of the things that I used to make, because my life is a mess right now, it's like my cream of chicken soup. Can I say this again? Watch the video. It's economically affordable. It's so stinking good. And I was saying to myself, why have you waited so long to make it? they wasted none of it. I said to Jean, because on Thursdays we usually will go through the refrigerator, throw out anything that's not good. I said, is all the soup gone? She said, nope, one more bowl left for me. She said to take into work tomorrow. They loved it. Absolutely loved it, and so did I. You can get quite a few meals out of it. It's just not something I could can because it has heavy cream in it. But I would never steer you wrong. Affordable, and it was so good that I wanted to kick myself and be like, why have you not made that? I think like once I moved to Jimmy's, it was just so like go, go, go all the time. It wasn't even like I was cooking. I just looked like a straight out gardening channel, you know? I haven't made that, I don't think, since the boys were like 15 and 18. And when I tasted it, I was just like, oh, so good. So there's that. That's economically affordable, minimal ingredients. I rounded it off. I want to say it's $15 to make it, but I said $20. It's no more than 20 because of the cheese, the heavy cream, and you need a little bit of cream cheese. So the heavy cream cheese and the cream cheese. That was, you know, what I calculated into that because the pasta is not expensive and chicken broth's not that expensive. So it's delish. My son had me to make him a coffee Oreo cheesecake for his birthday. That sounds so good. Oh my goodness. See, you're gonna have me making it. I think like I whipped it up. I'd have to go in and like really think, folks. I remember whipping it up. It might have been like a no bake, like Cool Whip type of, you know, type of pie, Easter time if I remember, and they just loved it. And then I did the Oreos all on the top. I mixed some in the batter too, and they devoured it. So if I remember it or could find my recipe, I'll make it for the channel for y'all. Mel, did they say that they were looking for something in particular? You mean for me? My ear? I forget what the name of it is. Cellulitis? Cellulitis? I don't know how to pronounce it. But it didn't heal on the first dosage of antibiotics for 7 days. So that urgent care doctor is saying a dermatologist for a biopsy. So I don't know. Yeah, the Oreo cheesecake, I've made that before. It's so good. And my pumpkin cheesecake is so good. So get ready. I do have to tell you this. My squashes, you know, my winter squashes that I grew my last gardening season at Jimmy's, who for some reason is looking at my stories on Instagram. I thought I blocked him, but he's checking my stuff out. Anyway, I have them downstairs. The butternut squash is still doing good. The meat squash, I think I have a Hubbard squash. So, I don't know. I think I might want to do something with the, like the pumpkin and figure out a way to pressure can that so I can have that on hand because that I don't. I think you have to peel it, not cook it, chunk it. I don't know. I've never done it before. So that's going to be coming to the channel. I am going to have to pressure can that. So I'm sorry if you get sick of pressure canning videos, but there's a method behind my madness, and that's to get a lot of the things out of the freezer, the bigger things. So I have that I have to do. And I've been craving a really good cheesecake, like a pumpkin cheesecake. But then I said to myself, you ought to just do your spring cheesecake because it's divine. And then instead, make your pumpkin mousse. Folks, if you've never had pumpkin mousse, it is delicious. And I didn't get to have it for this holiday, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, there is a cheesecake on my channel already. And then let me think. The pumpkin mousse, I don't remember if I've ever posted that on my channel, but I've been definitely craving it big time, and it's so light and airy. Oh my goodness, you could just eat it for days. So pumpkin mousse, that's on my list. And then I want to can some pumpkin because I checked everything and it's doing quite well downstairs. Let's see. Rich, yeah. Thank you, Paul, for posting that. Best if you can with headphones while you're in bed, if you've seen them all. Oh, thanks for that. Have you tried ones with a brush for an undercoat of work? Husband's ate some terrible. Nope, didn't work. Nothing worked. Dang, a dry cleaning place would hate me for life if they've seen mine. Could you imagine? That's why I said that. Oh my goodness. I'll look a video on here. Is there a way to play one video after another? You can just go to the play, like, I don't know why that got blurry. You could go to someone's playlist and just play it. Like, when that last time I spoke to Gary, he helped me do a master playlist so that people could run my videos, which would help my channel out. And I think people did it for like a week or whatever. And yeah, so needless to say, did that answer your question? I know how to loop a video on here. Is there a way to play one video after another? Laura, that's funny. Let's see, you can play the link all the way through without needing to start the next video. Thank you, Paul, for that. I ain't got no talking about the straw that's stuck in my hoodie. Leave it to Paul. Concord banana chocolate, and strawberry. It's $1.39 from our local grocery store, 92. You can find them at aka Walmart. Really? And it's fruit smoothie powder? Huh, that's really good to know. Tell him, Laura, tell him. Paul, if he wasn't across the pond, I'd ship it to you. That way you could return it to me picked clean. Oh my Lord. Yeah, that would give him something to do. It's Concord Fresh Success flavor. Hold on, let me write that. Concord Fresh Success flavor smoothie mix. Thank you, my friend, for that. I was trying to help you, and now you just helped me. So yeah, I'll be able to tell my son about that as well. Mad Shad, hello, Mad Shad, eating greetings, not eating. Sorry, Mad Shad. Greetings from Erie Coast. He says, hello, 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 welcome in, my friend. How are you? I was on his live Friday night and then ended up missing his one on Saturday night with the game playing because, you know, his sister was over and I was invited to eat pizza and stuff like that, so I didn't want to be rude. Why do a lot of people throw out white parts of scallions? I don't know. I personally love all the parts. I don't know, because I think the white part, they feel as if it's very oniony, but it is in the onion family. And you can cut down, leave about like this much, and it, with the roots on it in a jar and just replant them. I call them scallions, scunions, all the same thing. Cheesecake, Mad Chad says, yum, yes. Use those for ham with cream cheese. I use those for ham with cream cheese. This calls for ends. I use it all. Throw them away. Maybe they don't actually throw them away. I don't know. I like them in my salads too. And they're great in my scrambled eggs too. La 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 la. I didn't hear cheesecake. I didn't get one for my birthday this year. I didn't want it to go bad. Applebee's doesn't have them. The bookstore, Barnes & Noble here, I don't know if they still have it, but they have a Cheesecake Factory in there. And my favorite from Cheesecake Factory is the Godiva chocolate cheesecake. I don't know, my birthday's in April. Used to be $40 for the whole thing, but $40 was well worth it. It's pretty big. I don't know if I'll get one for my birthday this year, because I obviously won't even be here. My birthday is April the 4th, and I have to be out of here by April the 1st. I don't know. No? Mad Shad, you say it all the time. I can't see hearts. Does anybody else see hearts? Mad Shad saying, can y'all see these hearts? I don't see them. All I see is dark circles, he says. It's a smoothie pack found in produce. Meyer also has them sometimes. Okay. Hello, Billy. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Just a question left. I just cut up a bunch for marinade, and I use it all. Oh yeah, I do. Mel Lara's talking about I know. I didn't want to say it out loud. I already read it. I just skipped right over it. Billy says cake, question mark. Wow, your birthday, Mad? No, we were in here just talking about Oreo cheesecake and stuff like that. Yeah, but what I'm saying though, Erin, is the roots that are on the bottom, you could sit it in a jar and they'll regrow inside your house. Beyond when it comes to cheesecake every day is my birthday, Billy. Thank you, Dixieland Homestead. She said it's a random question. It popped up in her head while she was cutting them up. Glad we could be of service, Erin. Yep. Oh, Laura sees the hearts. Mad Chad. Dixieland seeing the hearts. Not me. I do a cheesecake. I can give you tips. I love cheesecake. You ever see people's cheesecake comes out with the crack in the middle? Thinking of myself, and then bingo, Becky puts out a video the other day and it was, she did it, well, it's supposed to be done in a bain-marie with water, and then at the end of it, you turn it off and you don't leave the door wide open, but you're supposed to leave a wooden spoon in the door is how I was always taught. You know what I mean? And it finishes cooking and it doesn't crack on the top. Some people put sour cream on their cheesecake. Now that's one I've never tried, but it would hide all imperfections. But you could do a chocolate ganache if you ever get a crack on a cheesecake. And I am at the bottom. How do you like that? So yeah, Mad Shad, a company sent me out this mini electric chainsaw that my blooper, look retarded, have no idea what I'm doing, review I did yesterday, and it is literally pathetic. So everybody's telling me to post it because, got to be able to laugh at yourself. But yeah, so they sent me out this Sager mini electric chainsaw, 4-inch portable cordless electric chainsaw, and yeah, with the battery and everything. So stay tuned for that video, everyone. And then, yeah, so don't think I'm weird if you see me making pumpkin mousse, because I checked the other day and even my butternut squash is doing good, my pumpkin's doing good, and my acorn squash, there's a couple of those left. Plus I've been feeding some to the chickens, so I'm like, I need to put some pumpkin up in a jar and pressure can it. So, yeah. So maybe a cheesecake, some pumpkin mousse, and I need a recipe for apple butter, not like a big one, because I have a few apples left, enough to make like maybe a pint or two would be fine for me, like a half a pint would be fine for me. I want to use up some apples. Let's see. Hello, Joe, Mr. Garden State Gardener. How are you? Mel got that to get it into me. You're so funny, Paul. I can't even. I added Heath bar cookies and cream candy bars and Reese peanut butter bars and whipped cream on the top. Wow. Talk about, that's a decadent cheesecake right there. That's a lot. I never liked Heath bar. And then it was that ice cream people. Ben and Jerry's had a Heath bar crunch. For like a year, I was eating that like at my work, and then I just got over it. I don't eat Heath bars anymore, obviously. But yeah, that sounds like a pretty filled cheesecake there. Dixieland Homestead, wow. How are you, Garden State Gardener? Right, Laura? Oh my goodness, it sounds divine. I'm going to enjoy it before I get an even more restricted diet. Well, I mean, have you tried this powder yet? Is it any good? Like, have you tried it out? They ate it all, Dixieland? Wow, that was a success. Maybe you should send me the recipe to my email. If my lovely Paul Honeyman drops my email address, if you want to share the recipe, I'll make it. Maybe not with all the Heath bar in it, though. Paul and Mel, question mark? What, question mark? Mel's is a chick, right? Mad Chad, or I'm assuming you're affiliated with Mad Chad, Billy. I'm Mel for short. My name is Melody, spelled just like music. So welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I'm a chick. Yes, I do. Oh, Honeyman, I have a new toy. Could amputate a few things. Just not me. And look, I even got like a, can you see? I don't know how, but I got a little boo-boo, a little cut. Opening up the box, not the stall, opening up the box. It's crazy. Oh, are you, Joe? You're tired? Yeah, I'm not going to be on here too late tonight. I have to go to the doctor's in the morning, so. New toy from Mel. Yeah, I was asked to do just a review video, and I screwed it up multiple times, and I don't know, I may or may not post it. Billy, it's short for Melody. Oh, thank you, Laura. Our host. Oh, thank you, Dixieland. I would appreciate that. Or salami with cream cheese and scallions rolled up as a snack. Yeah, that's good. He says, oh, thank God. She's on the screen, Laura says. Nice little toy, would not want to piss her off one night. Well, it says you can't cut off anything that's 4 inches. So, nothing thicker than 4 inches. So that would count Paul out, right? Nothing thicker than 4 inches. No, I just had to go there. I had to go there. Okay. All right, I'm done for a minute. He says, that's all right, Billy. Hi, Ace. How are you? Ooh, fun toy. I have one of those handy. Yes, and Billy's laughing. Hello, Ace. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. We're just kind of talking cheesecake and my new little toy that says it can't cut anything over 4 inches thick. So Paul Honeyman should be on the safe side of that. Let's see. Laugh Out Loud, your new channel to me. Hi, guys. Laugh Out Loud, all good. So I'm a new channel. Hi, Billy. I'm Melody. This is Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. Thank you for coming over. I happen to be friends with Chad and Rooster, and Joe Morgan was in here talking about how many girls he called while he was drinking. That was funny. But welcome, welcome. Hopefully we'll see you around here more often. And then you'll know who the host is, me. He says, new channel to me. Hi, guys. Laugh out loud. All good. Absolutely. Only below the waist smell, laugh out loud. Well, duh. No thicker than 4 inches, so that counts you out, Paul. Mel being cheeky. I love it, says Erin. Yeah, I'm trying. Hi, Virginia Roots. Hello. How are you? Good to see you here. Wow, what did Mad Chad send everybody over? He must have felt bad for me. I don't know. Just talking about my new little toy that a company sent me for nothing, just to try out and give an honest review on it. And my review is going to end up being like a blooper. So we're just over here being fresh with Mr. Paul Honeyman, our favorite moderator in the world. 4 inches thick, I'm out, says Billy. Everyone, please say hello to Virginia Roots, who I've met over at Mad Shad's on Saturday nights or Friday nights. I missed this Saturday, but saw her Friday night on there. Very, very lovely. Lovely people over there. But welcome, welcome. We're just hanging out tonight. Nothing real serious tonight. Let's see. Don't try cutting the cheesecake with that. Then again, that might be fun. Messy, but fun. Oh, now that would make a good video. When I was talking to Jay, he said if he would have got one, he was just joking around. He always goes out there before he comes inlet, if you know what I'm saying. And he said that he would act like he sawed his hand off and all this blood be squirting all over, and then turn it into a joke, and then do the review. But I like the cheesecake idea. Here's my review of what I think of the mini electric chainsaw. Be cutting through some cheesecake. Ace, a piece of wood got stuck in mine and it shut it off, and I didn't even know how to work it. I unboxed it and was trying to figure the thing out, and it was just, it's going to be a crazy video for a review. Hopefully they don't want it back. No, I know they don't want it back, but they're going to be like, oh, this person. Anyway, so I don't know how much I like the video, but it is kind of funny, so I may end up just putting it out there. I may redo it. But I'm on there saying, like, yeah, I don't know, the buttons are a little awkward for me to push, and I don't know how thrilled I am with the things. I don't know how much they're going to like my review, but it is what it is. Nope, Mel, it cuts through up to 4 inches thick, so I ain't safe at all. Oh my goodness, I can't with you. Oh, okay. I didn't know that he posted. I knew that he was live earlier. I don't know what time. A little bit before I came on, I saw that he was on live. So, you know, I had to get done for my own live tonight. Can anyone recommend any multivitamins in liquid form? Oh, shoot, there is one. It has a name. I can't think of it right now. It's all over Instagram. I'll find it for you, Mystic. Let's see. Well, thank you all for coming over. Big shout out to Matt Chad for, I guess, posting it out there. I'm always here every Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern on Sunday nights. And I post videos regularly if you'd like to check them out. And if you want to do something to help out my channel, watching a master playlist would really help me out. I got an extension till April the 1st here. Love cheesecake, made one at Christmas, no cracks. Ooh, there you go. Yep. You know, some of the young people that are, I'm proud of them for trying to do it, but obviously it gets the cracks and they're like, oh, I ruined my cheesecake. It's not really ruined. Just put chocolate over it or something, you know. Aw. Hey, Laura, how have you been? I really miss you. Aw. Athletic Greens. I want that really bad, but I can't obviously financially afford that right now, Paul Honeyman. But Athletic Greens, I see them on people's channels. I don't know. I'm going to try to write them an email and see if they want me to do a video. You know, if they'll sponsor one of my videos for their Athletic Greens. But I could definitely benefit from some Athletic Greens for sure. Erin says, hey, that's an honest review, Mel. If they don't like it, something shady then. True. I just looked like, you know, a person that unboxed it, never touched it before, a little confused. How do you turn it on? You know, it's blowing sawdust at me after I took a shower. I wasn't too keen on that. And then I'm like, if it doesn't cut wood for firewood, I'm just not going to find a use for it, or maybe some limbs. You know, it's just funny. It's just funny. Oh, thank you, Mystic, for that. No cracks, says Dixieland. And there's my playlist as Paul's posting. I really appreciate intelligence, especially in a woman. Virginia has got it. Not many like that. Virginia and I would make very, very good friends. I am sure of that. Intelligence is a great quality to have. Yes, it's in the USA. Yeah. I'll find it for you. Are you on Instagram, Mystic? Because I'll just send it to you. And I'm at the bottom again. Shocker. And that's because it's a little bit more of a slower night tonight, and that's okay. Thank you to everyone that's coming in. Let me take a swig of my water. Virginia says, I subbed. Thank you, Shad. I will catch up on your videos for sure. Oh, thank you, Virginia. Much appreciate that big time. Right now I'm doing a lot of pressure canning of things because where I'm staying, I'm trying to get some things out of the freezer for like long-term storage in a jar. So, back to Monday. Monday's video will be the cuteness overload, which is my 6 hens. I have 3 silver lace Wyandottes and 3 New Hampshire Reds that are laying eggs. Debbie and I are going, which is the woman that helped me pack. And then she's going with me tomorrow morning. I have the doctors. So wish me luck on that. And then I think we're running to Sam's Club, and I have this thought in my head like I should do a big batch of chili and a big batch of like chicken soup, less the noodles, put the noodles off to the side, and make those for like quick meals, but pressure canned. Just a thought, something on my mind, because I need to know in advance if I'm buying that ground beef from Sam's tomorrow. So yeah, I still have a turkey I have to put up. And then I want to make some dessertsy things, before my time runs out here. So, oh, you do love canning? Oh my goodness. I was petrified to pressure can. Oh, and still prayers for Pam and her husband who were sick. I heard her husband's doing well. I might have misunderstood Pam when I called her and asked her about how to pressure can the sausage, that video that I just did. I think she said don't overfill the jar. Well, it looks like I wasted the jar because there's only like this much in the jar. And I did have one jar blow out. It could have been what she suggested, that maybe I had the temperature all coming up to temperature too quickly. But normally when I see a blowout like that, it's usually a defect in the jar. And I'm trying to get 4 jars, the lids, to try to, want to do business with me, because the ball canning lids that are coming out of cases have been defected and some of my seals aren't working. But I was so scared for a year and a half to pressure can, and now that I'm pressure canning, I absolutely love it. I would not go back to water bath canning if you paid me, really, to be honest. So yeah, Virginia, anything you see me doing on a video, pressure canning, that might not be, let me know, leave it in the comments, because, I have a good friend, Pam, who helps me out a lot, and I'm still learning. I've been pressure canning now since what, friends? Maybe beginning of summer? And I think I was only pressure canning like 2 weeks, and I was already doing like pork loin in a jar. Pressure canning meat don't usually scare me, but there's just some meats I didn't know you could do. Or like I was asking questions about like chicken noodle soup. They're like, you could do the chicken and the vegetables. You can't do the noodles. Yeah, I was told that you can't pressure can any pasta. So I was thinking about doing a big batch of chili, since I have a lot of dry beans I want to use up. And then that would be guaranteed food in a jar. And some chicken noodle soup, less the noodles. I guess we'll have to stay tuned for that. Paul says, intelligence is a great thing to have. It's why I ain't got it, he says. Dang, Paul Mel is on a roll tonight. I try to be. He's always coming at me, my moderator. I love him to pieces, but I got this now. He's in for it now, my friends. Oh, no, it's all good, Billy. We know how to take jokes over here. We're pretty cool people. For results. Thank you. No, Mel, not wishing you any luck, but praying all goes well, and that puts you in God's care. Thank you, Paul. Wow, I thought you were like not a godly type of man, my friend. I thought you were something else. Just because you're a nut, Paul, doesn't mean you're not intelligent. That's true, Laura. Canned homemade chicken stock a few weeks ago for first time. Haven't tried yet. Love to see any and all canning recipes. Okay, let me stop you there. What was it? Maybe like 2 weekends ago? 3 max. The woman I'm staying with, Jean, she had family come in from California and whatnot, so they didn't get to make it for Thanksgiving, so she redid a Thanksgiving True story. She had a 24-pound turkey. I got in that night. I didn't want to be here with all those people. I got in that night and she's like, Mel, do you want the carcass? I had a lot of meat on it. It was the most nerve-wracking thing I ever did. I was trying to make turkey broth. They shoved it in a pot, so I felt like the meat cooked for too long. I probably should have saved the meat, but I threw it out. Anyway, long story short, I just posted a video about a week ago. I'm trying to do these money-saving tips, these soups and stuff, excuse me. And a recipe of mine I haven't made in a while was cream of chicken with pasta and spinach. Where was I just going with that? Oh, I opened up my turkey broth. Oh, wow. Let me tell you, I have to put the pieces to my video together because it's a mess. And I literally say I'm nervous on there. But I opened up 2 quart-sized jars to go into that soup, which is delectable. And I'm super proud of myself. So I have my own turkey that's down in the freezer I'm going to have to take out. Jean's going away this upcoming weekend, so I really have to plan my schedule out really well this week. To be prepared for the weekend that she's gone. I want to get my turkey out. I don't know if I should put it in the oven and roast it and then take the meat off the turkey and then pressure can it, or cut it off raw, then pressure can it. I don't know what I'm doing with the turkey. I need help. And then I want to obviously make more turkey stock. Well, I'm going to make turkey soup is one of the things. I'm probably just going to make whatever I get, a turkey stock. Because I still have quite a bit. And I wanted to have turkey in the jar. So I may need some help with that. My turkey, but my turkey stock came out great. The one thing that I haven't done in years and years and years, let alone pressure canned it, I haven't made chicken stock. So that's coming up. I think I'm going to get 2 rotisserie chickens from Sam's Club and just make some chicken stock just to have it on hand in some quart-sized jars or pint-sized jars or whatever. And I might use the meat off the chicken to make my chicken soup, less the noodles, so I can pressure can it. Long story, really short. So yeah, there's plenty on there, and I'm sure you'll see plenty of things I've done wrong, but leave comments. Oh, you do, Dixieland? Saying I love canning. I like it. I'm getting used to it. I felt ballsy when I first started pressure canning because I was so scared. And I did green beans after green beans after green beans coming out of my garden. And I remembered I took a pork loin out. It was like from the size of my finger to about here. And I said to my friend Pam, oh, I took it out the night before, like last night, and it stalled. I don't want to waste it. Tell me what to do. And I did it. I mean, I may have only got 2 quart-sized jars, but I chunked it. I put seasoning in both. And, I was worried about that pork loin sitting in that refrigerator and go to waste. So I pressure canned it. It turned out great. I haven't opened it and tried it, but the pressure canning factor turned out great. But I did try my beans. I did a bunch of beans for January. They came out great. I don't soak them. I don't pre-boil them. Call me a rebel canner. But they just come out really good by not doing that. They're not mushy. I did the chicken legs in a jar. It's called ugly chicken. But it turns out really good that when you dump it in a dish and put it in the oven. But I haven't done like who was it? Paz McQuaddy? Because Monday I went live because I wasn't live on the Super Bowl. Monday I was live and Paz McQuaddy was in saying, you could pressure can sausage, you could pressure can hot dogs. So I bothered Pam while she's sick to ask her how to pressure can sausage. Me personally, don't like my sausage in casing, but I wasn't sure to leave it or take it out. And when you look at it, there's only like that much sausage in the jar. I did the sausage and the ham all in the same day. And I was very disappointed in that ham. It didn't have a lot of ham on it. Let's see, Mel, you get positive results. I love you, girlfriend. I love you too. Only one blowout. Laura, laugh out loud. I used to get blowouts if we're talking about the same blowout. You remind me of my love. because together we make a right pair. Oh my gosh, Virginia. Billy, let me introduce you to the one and only Paul Honeyman, my moderator, who does really big channels. I'm just like a peon, and he's hilarious. He's hilarious. Laura with the thumbs up. Rock on with starting. It's a great addiction. Oh, yes, it is for sure. Billy says Jane's addiction. Mel, contact Harvest Guard canning lids and ask them about doing a review. They're just like the Tatler. Harvest Guard? Hold on. Harvest Guard. Did I write it right? Because I have to write it because it takes like 3-4 days for my chat to open up. Okay, Harvest Guard canning lids. Because I was trying to get, yeah, I've been buying cases of pints because I was all out. And I've had so many defective jars, and that's why, like, my seals are breaking on my chicken, or I just had a blowout at the bottom of my jar, which could be factory defect. I've always seen that when I would do water bath canning. But it could have also been my fault because I had everything cold, and was bringing it up. But Pam said if I put it on high too fast, I could have broke it, which is true. But anyway, I tried to reach out before my bad situation happens. I tried to reach out to 4 jars to see if they wanted to send me some 4-jar lids, and I would do the video and the review considering I'm a canner. So yeah, I'll definitely look at it. I've never used Tattlers. Well, that's not true. Tattlers, the orange, right? I've used it as decor, if that counts, or in the kitchen for something dry. I've never used Tattler when it comes to pressure canning. That I'm a little too new for, I think. But thank you, Dixieland. That's some good information. Look, Mel's got a chainsaw and I still ain't scared. Okay, Laura. I was ready to say Laura. Okay, Erin. Erin saying, I'm going to say goodnight now. I got a bunch going on. Everyone hungry all at once. So got 3 different things going in case I get to say so before you jump off. Oh, okay. Love you, girl. But you know that. Don't get me started on food, says Billy. Look at who it is, Joe Serrano. Hello, Melody, and everybody here in the chat. Hello, Mr. Joe Serrano. How are you, my friend? Welcome in, welcome in. You've been missing the Paul Honeyman comments, you know. This is what a company sent me out. Stay tuned for my ridiculous review. But I told him it won't cut anything that's thicker than 4 inches, so he's safe, right? Let's see. So welcome in, Joe. Welcome in. I start talking quick on the food subject. I'm sure. Stay safe, Erin, and I pray you have a good week. We all love Erin. She's something else, and that is what I miss most. Okay. I'm reading that out loud because everybody in here is cool. Anybody watches it back, have a sense of humor. But thank you for watching it back. Garden State Gardener says that Paul Honeyman, if Mel pressure canned your sausage, how long will your sausage last? That was good. That was good, Mr. Joe. Oh, absolutely, Mystic. Oh, you're saying that's Erin. Sorry, my bad. It happens. You can totally roll pack any meat. Yeah, but I don't know if somebody, I think what confused me is you can roast a turkey in the oven and then you can pressure can it. Doesn't it dry it out? Like the ham I did was smoked, obviously. There's no such thing as a raw ham. And Pam told me I had to cover it with like filtered water. I did that. But the sausage made its own little bit of liquid. So, can you can ham? I did. I was just really mad. I had that ham in the freezer. It was a shank. And it didn't have a whole lot of meat on it. It had a lot of fat. So I didn't even bother to use it for soup, which was wasteful. to only get 4 jars and 1 jar broke. Yep, everybody's saying you can, yep. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me grab my jar of ham. I'll show you, and I'll show you what Paul looks like in a jar. Hold on, my friends. Okay, I'm trying to not make a lot of noise. So this is what my ham looks like. There's my ham and there's the color of it right there. So 4, I ended up with 3 because one of the bottoms broke out. And here's my sausage. It doesn't look real appealing, but it's in there. And I think I might have had some siphoning. I'm not really sure. Unless when the jar broke, it was all from that. But the ham looks pretty good. What do you think? Here's the ham, and there's the Italian sausage. I think next time I would probably go up higher. I think she said just don't fill it, and I guess I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, let's see. Cool lunch meat ham, no normal ham. Wonder if I can. Oh. Let's see. The more you do it, the better you will feel about it. Well, thank you for that. But again, when did it doesn't it get dried out? So I don't know if I should just do raw turkey or what I'm doing with that turkey that's down there in the freezer. Let's see. Ugly chicken is delicious. I know I did the chicken legs upside down where the bone sticks out. Definitely call it ugly chicken. And but I dumped it into a baking dish, and I put fresh carrots and onions and potatoes. It was delicious. It absolutely was delicious. I fixed a huge pot of chicken and dumplings for dinner. That sounds so good right now. Laura, I want your recipe for your dumplings. I want to see if it's like mine or if yours is different because you're in Kentucky. So if you got a recipe, send it to me. I only get a blowout after a good curry. Oh, Lord, help us all. Oh, let's see. Ball sold out to someone else. Yeah, I'm not really surprised you're saying. I mean, I am. I haven't heard that, but it's my own fault, really, though, because I washed the lids. One had a slight little nick in it, and my next 2 had a nick in the orange. I guess with being new, that's something to pay attention to. And I was like, no, it should be fine. And they didn't seal. Those 3 specific ones did not seal. So it's like I'm paying for them in a case and they're selling them, with dysfunction. Billy, you don't have to restrain yourself over on this channel. We're all pretty good. Joe says chicken legs equals drumsticks. Can you buy chicken feet up north in PA back east? When I lived in Utah, no chicken feet. Some people here make some yummy chicken feet pickled. Ew. I don't know. I'm sure, who knows? I wouldn't personally eat pickled. That's like eating a pickled, what was it back in the day? Pickled pig's feet or something in a jar? Oh, no, I can't. And I have birds, and I see what they walk in and stuff. No, I'm not eating their chicken feet. Let's see. That's funny. Yeah, thank you so much, Dixieland. I so appreciate that. Yup, me too. That's how I feel, Laura. She says chicken feet. No thanks, laugh out loud. Also makes a yummy broth. No thanks, Joe. I'll still pass. You can render the fat down, Mel. I can render the fat down. I know I'm probably behind. Render the fat down on Let me see. Running the fat down makes it great lard. Oh, you mean on the chicken? Well, actually, it's a turkey I have. Yes, that is true, Paul. It really does. Mel, weird questions. So you like steak or the fat from the steak more? I like the steak. I don't mind a little bit of marbling type of fat, but I don't like the fat all on the edges. Mel prefers the meat. Oh my goodness. Looks great, Mel. Oh, Dixieland, you think so? So that's just the ham that was raw. Raw packed it. And then here's, yeah, this one I had to put the filtered water over it. This was the raw sausage, no liquid, and pressure can dump for, what is that, 95 minutes? So 4 of these, 3 of the ham. But it's 3 more than I had, you know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. Even though I lost one because the bottom blew out and you lose the meat in the inside of there, I'm still grateful. I still look at it like, well, it's 3 more than I had, right? And I said to my friend Debbie, like, I might look for a ham at Sam's to try to get some more ham up because I wanted to make ham and bean soup. Let's see. But thank you, Dixieland Homestead. Did I ask this already? Dixieland, if you don't mind, what is your name? Unless you're okay with just me saying Dixieland the entire time. Mini chainsaw to cut Paul up. He's safe, just cuts 4 inches. That's mini chainsaw. Would be great for pruning some vines I have here. Yep. They just wrote me an email and wanted to know if I wanted to, just do a review on it for my channel. And I said, yeah. But it's not like they're giving me like the link. So if you wanted one, it's 10% off. So I don't really think it's that technical about my flubber of a video. Oh, I crack myself up. Raw meats will make own juices. Okay, I want to read this thoroughly from Virginia. Raw, I'm assuming that's meats, will make its own juices. If canned, pre-cooked turkey, I would use broth. The sausage looks awesome. Mine looks exactly the same. Woohoo! Because I bought a whole big pack. So I have to do some more sausage. Can I fill the jar up more? Oh, me and Virginia, we're going to be like best friends. Can I fill the jar up more with meat? Or, does it have to be like a half a jar? That's so awesome. Another canning friend. I love it. I know that you meant meats. Yep, that's 4 inches of meat right there. It says Garden State Gardener. Garden State Gardener. You see this one right here? Who does that remind you of? Mr. Paul. Let's see. Virginia is a pro with the canning questions. She's a beast. Oh my goodness. So Virginia, you have a channel? I'm assuming you have a channel? Oh my goodness. Because I feel always bad for my friend Pam, who has the C. I don't know if she still has it or not. I know she still wasn't feeling good the day that I had the ham and the sausage question. And then I didn't want to bug her this weekend or anything. So I'll check in on her after the doctors tomorrow to see how she's doing. I know she said her husband was feeling better, but she's usually my go-to-er. Because I'm so new. And I feel like I bother her a lot with my questions and it makes me feel bad. Because I love Pam. Will do, Mel. Okay. You can do it either way, Mel. Just don't let it dry out in the oven and it will be just fine. You know you can do it. You have got this, girl. Okay, so then you can just roast it like a regular turkey. No stuffing in there. And then you would put it, I'm assuming, in like big chunks. Don't dry out your turkey. I wonder, can you half cook a turkey? I would cut it in bigger pieces. So for me, what's my goal? I got to get the turkey out of the oven. I want to get more ham up and I want to get chicken broth and chicken. And then I need some ideas for a couple meals, like convenience meals in the jars. So I thought chili for one, chicken soup, less than noodles. So yeah, you can always leave a comment after my live and leave some suggestions of what I should be making that would have everything in the jar I can eat. I don't mind if I have to add pasta to it. I don't mind that. And obviously you can't pressure can any type of cream soup, or I would have just did my Italian soup that was under $15. Go back and take a look at that. If I wouldn't have put the heavy cream in it, but then again, I put the noodles in it. See what I mean? So yeah, I couldn't pressure can that. But thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that. How do you can romaine lettuce? You don't. Do you add romaines or do you take them out? Pig's feet. Yep, no thanks. Me neither. Hey, I give everyone a fair warning, Melody. They tell me they are popping over. I tell them, great, I'm getting a curry. They never show up for some reason. Oh my goodness, I wonder why. On the ham. Okay. You can render down any fat from the ham. Yeah, it was a lot of fat. The video is on here. So, I mean, if you want to see what I'm talking about, because I'm going to be honest, I was shocked it didn't have a lot of ham on it. And I didn't use any of it. Not even the bone. Because I thought about ham and bean soup and there wasn't enough ham on the bone. So, yeah. Well, my mistake, but at least I'm honest. I did chuck it. I threw it out. So I don't feed my chickens meat. I would only give them like tuna fish or fish if they ever go to molt, because they'll be a year old May the 25th of this year. But I threw it out. I'm just being honest. But thank you for that. She loves me. That is the way I always look at it. Okay. Get a ham after Easter big sale. That's true too, but I won't be here then. I don't know where I'm going to be, so that's why Hannah, I'm trying to do as much pressure canning as possible so that even if I have a little lull in my vehicle, I could always pop open a jar and I could have chili or, you know, some chicken noodle soup, less the noodles, just boil the noodles on the side, but, you know, trying to stay with more like convenience foods, but that definitely is a good idea. And now that me and Jean are like way more friendly, I don't know if she would mind if I stored a couple hams there. I don't know. But that's true that you can get hams on sale around Easter. 90 minutes. Don't know if she can though. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mystic. We'll see you next Sunday. Take care, love. And if you get any news, let me know. We're praying for you. Paul says, oh, hell no. That's from her last moderator. Laugh out loud. So have a great week, Mystic, and keep me posted. I always put broth in my meats when canning them. Always, even if it's raw. I think Pam said she does some broth too. Oh, thank you. Prayers for you too, Mystic. Virginia don't need no stinking channel. Paul, did you post Virginia's channel link? I hope. So I can find her after live. We've been trying to get Virginia to do it. Oh, really? She went live the other night for the first time. Hopefully she will start soon, but she's usually around in the chats. I did not know that. I was just questioning if she had a channel. Cut it in bigger pieces. Oh, heck no. Them pieces look like my 1-inch piece. Virginia is a literal goddess there in the interviews. Oh, wow. Well, I'm quite happy to have met Billy and Virginia in my live tonight, and love having Dixieland Homestead here who's talking about white chicken chili. I knew it. I knew that was going to come up. You know why? Because I've never made chicken chili before, and some people are very funny about their chicken chili and they don't believe beans should be in it. And so since I never made it, I need a recipe, Dixieland. But white chicken chili is great as a meal in the jar. Okay, do you have a recipe you could share? Or you have one on your channel? Just scroll back, Laura. Yes, 90 minutes. Virginia, a postability, otherwise I would have shared. Yeah, I just saw that. I'm always behind. I put beans in mine. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking I want to get another ham, because I want to do ham and beans. You know, that would be loads of protein and good for me. Sure, I will send you some recipes. Oh, awesome. I don't know if you saw my email address, plus I'm also over on Instagram. You know, I post worldly things in my stories, just not on my other thing, you know, not under my profile, just in my stories. But yeah, I think Paul can post my email address again. Okay, good. Not so bad tonight. Oh no, I know. Well, you're not really. Got it. Awesome. Okay, so in case you're all new here, I hate to leave yous. I don't like to have fun and have to run and leave. But my moderator, Mr. Paul, is over the pond and it's extremely late there in England. And even if you wanted to hop off, somebody would moderate. But I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow because I need a biopsy on my ear right there and get the news on my blood work. And yeah, just some tingling going on, coldness in my tips of my fingers and my toes. So I waited forever for this doctor's appointment, and I guess now they find it serious enough to get me in there tomorrow morning. Debbie's going to take me, so lots of prayers for that. And then we're going to stop at Sam's Club. So if I see a deal on hams, maybe I'll grab ham. And I'm probably going to grab 2 rotisserie chickens. And stay tuned for the videos. If you just want to help me out or want to know what's going on in my situation, because maybe you didn't hear about it, I don't know how you're going to heard about it. Mad Chad and Joe Morgan put through like a love raid, which was so sweet of them. I was given till April 1st here. So I'm trying to pre-plan meals in case I'm in my vehicle. But anyway, check out my videos. And if you want to help me out, which is what I was going to say, you can watch my master playlist. That would greatly help me out. Just let it run, you know, on like a 1 or 2 and clean or pressure can, do whatever you want. But that would greatly help me out. So let me go up here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, there's my email. Prayers, Mel. Thank you, Dixieland Homestead. It was great having you here. Just overnight oats. Oh, that's coming on my channel next to overnight oats. It's not late, it's early, laugh out loud. 4:07 a.m. is early for Paul. There's my girl Laura. Good night, everyone. Mel, holler at me after your appointment and stuff. I will. I absolutely will, Laura. You know I love you to pieces. Oh, Paul, sleep is overrated. Anyway, I used to say that to my ex-husband who had like a sleeping problem. I used to say, and I'm only whispering now because I have the door open. I used to say, you sleep too much. You have plenty of time to sleep when they close the damn lid. I used to say that. Okay, so anyway, let's say, stay safe, everyone, and I pray you all have a great week, says Paul. Thank you, Paul. We love you. For Virginia, great meeting you. Thank you for coming. I hope we see you around here more often. Go check out my videos and judge all you like, and all the pointers, leave them down in my comments. And I go live every Sunday at 9 o'clock. So would love to see you here again. Thank you for the pointers. And have a great night. I hope you have a blessed week. Dixieland says, I will be letting your playlist play over and over. Oh, Dixieland, thank you so, so much. Really means a lot to me. Just a bad situation I'm in. Thank you, Billy, for coming. Awesome having you. Hopefully we'll see you here again. There's Renee's Garden. Hi there, and everyone in the chat. Hi, Renee's Garden. Just getting ready to hop off. You might have to rewatch. Joe Serrano, love you, my friend. Have a great night, he says, everybody. You're so welcome, Billy. Love, Renee. Exactly, Mel, laugh out loud. Good night, Mel. Thank you, and thank you, Paul. Garden State Gardener, thank you for coming in. Rest up. Have a great week. Stay safe. And there you go. I made it to the end. So keep an eye out for my horrible review, my bloopers. Play the master playlist if you can. Greatly appreciate it. And I guess I'll hold up my chainsaw like this. Love you, everyone. I'll see you throughout the week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Mwah. Love and hugs from Pennsylvania. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed week. Bye, everyone.